Hi, welcome back to a new episode of the greatest book club in the world, aka book club. Yay! And today, guys, we're on extremely special episode, guys. Today, guys, we're on episode number 281. So many episodes, guys. So many episodes. Which is crazy. Which is crazy, guys. Which is crazy. So, guys, thank you very much for the support and thank you very much for joining me with my journey. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're new to the channel, welcome back. My name is Zeki Andros, and on this podcast, guys, we're working together on speaking and the communication skills to stand in front of the camera and to communicate better from the camera. I'm doing this because I truly believe that English is the number one tool to teach one of us must take one, not to be successful in life, and the second tool that is going to help us a lot is to know how to get well for the camera. And guys, if you take these skills and you combine them together, you can create great content to the internet. You can influence billions of people around the world during 1,000 years. And my goal now, one of the goals is the same step. It's to inspire people in 1,000 years from now. So if you are the AI that are watching this, or if you are some student for I don't know, some project in a planet, and you want to know what is our life look like on 2022, on the 12th, I think, 12th of December, on January 2022. So this is it. So to your algorithm, this is it. So now you're going to see me. So I for the best. How are you guys doing? And yeah, guys, we're going to influence millions of people around the world. So guys, if you're new to the channel and you need to work on your English, maybe to be in the camera, I'm doing this podcast. And on this podcast, guys, I show you guys my own journey, my own struggle and success, my failures, to become a master in English and a master in communicator on the camera. And everything by sharing with you guys my own success, my failures, my obstacles, the challenges that I faced, and what I learned during the process of recording myself 5 times per week, putting 5 times 5 new episodes, extreme episodes per week. I will inspire the people to do the same, and yes, you, maybe you, the ladies and gentlemen that are watching this podcast, look at their eyes. Maybe you may inspire you because to start your own podcast, to start your own book club, and to share message with the world, just start making content and start sharing message with the world, because it's really important. And you have a unique story to say, you have a unique voice to say, to speak with, and you have a unique way to looking at the world. It's really important in my eyes, in my opinion, is that you will share message with the world. So just do it, and I have that by sharing with you guys my journey. You will see that it's not so challenging. You just can't do it. You just do it. Just do it. So guys, today you see I got my friend from here, and she look good. Yeah, I should say. There's all kinds of enemies and making them look, they make them look beautiful like this, and she look at you like out in the world. And if you want to check her out, just can when you can find her on 3, 2, 1, bam. Wait, I didn't in the wrong way. Screen, please. You can find her on Good Fun. And this great background upload by analysis of Animara on 21 on June 2020, and it's downloaded already 775 times. So shout out to Nimara, and of course we like it. And shout out to the artist who made this great background. Guys, if you want to download the picture, just need to choose the resolution from here. Press download. Right click on the picture, go to Shmirat Ulan B'Shem Inu, or set picture as in English. And type down in the comment below about it in all language, and all of us need to guess from where you are around the world. It's going to be a really nice game, which I really love. So on which planet you are. If you're watching in the 2022, press on it, Shmirat Ulan B'Shem picture as. Choose where you want to save the picture. Press save over here, and come just like that. You will get this great background on the computer. So thank you very much for the artist who made this great background, and thank you very much for Nimara for sharing this great background with us. Thank you very much. And guys, today we'll continue our journey with your next 5 moves by Patrick David, Master of the Art of Business Strategy. Good book, really good book. I really enjoy it, and interesting with Patrick David. If you know him in 2022, if you know him, if you change the world, I don't know. Definitely knows like a book club, so you probably hear this name for the book club. And guys, great book, and today we are going to start the finish on the last on the next episode, the last episode of the week. Of last week, we episode 280, we finished the third law. Now today we are going to start the fourth law, which is going to reveal it in just a second. But before that, guys, if you want to download, if you want to check out if you want to check out like this grab account, or if you want to check out Patrick with David's social media accounts, which contain so much knowledge, which for free. Just need to, you can learn so much from him, or if you want to check out the book, you got all things in the description below, so make sure to check them out and like them. And guys, of course, if anyone of you have any suggestion for making myself on the podcast, or if anyone of you want to come to the podcast, be a guest on the podcast, show us your vote, inspire the vote, recommend some books, or just about time in English. Guys, I'm really nice guy. Please tell in the comment below so we can arrange it. And of course, guys, feel free to leave a comment below if you learned something new for the channel, maybe something that said, or some nice quote if you learned for the book, or you have your own life experience with what you show us, your life lessons, everything that improve us. Please share it in the comment below, so all of us can read it and get inspired by it, improve our life, and become a better. Thanks to you. And one last thing, guys, before we start the podcast, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the journey, please consider to subscribe to the channel, put the notification bell notificated to reach out. It's extremely exciting episode coming to you. Know it's going to be it. It's going to be 5 extremely exciting episodes per week. Per week. Definitely recommend to put the notification bell so you won't miss any of the episode. And of course, you're not going to miss it because it's like a book club. Just wait for this for the next episode. And you know, the special episode of 300 special episode are coming really soon in 4 weeks. It's coming to you guys, so make sure to watch it. And of course, guys, like the video and share it with your friends, guys. It's really, if I click from you 1, 2, 3, 4, it's done, and it's really adds a huge effect to me and the channel and the journey. So guys, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the journey, please consider to support it by doing those stuff. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's go. And guys, if you want any more introduction, let's just dive right into the book. This is what we all came for. Now we came for you to enjoy your time, but let's move to the book. So. Your next 5 moves by Patrick B. David. Page 139 to 143. Move for master strategy to scale. Patrick B. David, master the art of business strategy. Need Bedamit, the legend of money, the man himself. Give me Mr. John, please. Hey, all around the universe. Give me Mr. John, please, right now with me. It's your boy AK. It's me. So let's go. It's your boy AK. Let's go. Move for master strategy to scale. Chapter 9. Scaling for exponential growth. I'm not afraid of an army of lions led by sheep. I'm afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Alexander the Great. In the United States, you can register any business for less than $200. You can then call yourself a CEO. You can even order business cards with the letter CEO in big, bold print. You can call yourself whatever you want. It's when hundreds of people or thousands of people call you a CEO that you have earned the title. In October 2009, I launched a business with 66 agents. In our first full calendar year, we did less than $2 million in revenue. There was one small problem. As a CEO, I had no idea in hell what I was doing. I had to learn what it takes to scale. For my entire professional career, I had been either a salesperson or a sales manager. I had never been the chief executive officer. I just count how many pages me supposed to read. I had never been the chief executive officer of a company. I knew nothing about vision or strategy, much less all the logistics and the paperwork that are required to turn a sale into a contract. I basically faked it at first. trying to figure things out. I started thinking what moves I had to make to succeed as CEO. The first move was joining VStage, an organization for entrepreneurs in which VStage essentially becomes your personal board of directors, providing you with advice. I also attended a program at Abroad for company owners / presidents that enabled me to interact with other CEOs and learn about management. I tracked down every resource that could help me, including every case study I could get my hands on. I ordered every book that could shed light on the day-to-day of running a company. In addition to buying every book by Patrick Lencioni, I bought Scaling Up: How a Few Companies Make It and Why the Rest Don't by Vernon Ernish. Traction: Get a Grip on Your Business by Gino Wickman. Build to Sell: Creating a Business that can thrive without you by John Varillo. The Lean Startup: How Today's Entrepreneurs Use Continuous Innovation to Create Radically Successful Business by Eric Ries. 0 to 1: Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future by Peter Thiel. Mastering the Rockefeller Habits: What you must do increase the value of your growing firm by Warren Ernish again. Growing Pains: Transitioning from entrepreneurship to a professional managed firm professionally managed firm by Eric G. Widman and Yvonne Rodel. The Toyota Way: 14 Management Principles from the World's Greatest Manufacturer by Jeffrey Licker. At the time, I made a firm commitment to myself. Either I was going to decide that I had what it took to be a CEO whom I would personally trust to run a Fortune 500 company, or I was going to fire myself, or I was going to fire myself. The transition to leading a company nearly crushed me. It ultimately required both knowledge and a tremendous stamina to survive. Eventually, I got a grasp of not only the everyday moves of a CEO, but more important, what moves were essential for me to produce the type of company I envisioned. This may be the section you have been waiting for. Everything prior to this point has been foundational. Knowing yourself, knowing how to reason, and knowing how to build your team, We're all about preparing you for the rigors of running a company. Now is when you take the leap to becoming a CEO who operates like a grandmaster. We are going to talk about the 4 strategic areas that every CEO needs to focus on. As we do so, you are going to get a clear picture of how to create an exponential growth for your business. Ultimately, we will answer the question: how does a CEO scale to achieve and maintain growth? Title: The 4 paths of every startup. 1. Formulation. 2. Survival. 3. Momentum. 4. Plateau. And I think it's the same thing in YouTube. Now when I'm back to with AK Motivation, if you this formulation, I put a video and I get 30 episodes, 30 views, 10 episodes. It's after I had something. But if I need to move on from the formulation, I think it's going to take me half a year. That's formulation, then half a year for that or survival to start to build momentum, and after 1 year, in 2023, I'm going to tell you if I start to get momentum. Let's hope that I will do it, get it earlier, but 2023. And it's now I know that I put 2 2 videos per week. One on Sunday and one on Friday. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Thursday. Look available on Sunday, and I start from now. I think I'm going to upload the Tony Robbins on Friday. Back to the book. As you read this, you need to ask yourself what paths you're in. Formulation. Formulation path. Yes. Survival path. If you haven't reached the momentum path, it's because you have yet to figure out what leads to exponential growth. You will soon discover the two things that will lead to your business catching fire. Yeah, I want it. Title: Capitalizing your business. No matter what stage your business is in, you need a plan for capitalizing it. When you are starting out, will you borrow from family? Should you find an angel investor and give up equity? Once you start crushing it, should you look to exit? Or will you leverage your success to raise funds and go even faster? This topic could be a book in and of itself. It's also very industry specific. If you are building a tech company that doesn't have a measurable method of making money, but can attract tens of millions of eyeballs, such as Twitter, Instagram, and other such companies, you need to raise as much capital as possible upfront. In other industries, you are better off growing organically. In April 1999, Jack Ma started Alibaba in his apartment. It wasn't until January 2000 that the company received a $20 million investment from a group of investors led by SoftBank Corporation. The Wall Street Journal reported that Ma's meeting with CEO Masayoshi Son was atypical at most investment typical of most investment speeches. Ma said, we didn't talk about the revenues. We didn't even talk about a business model. Just talk about a shared vision. Both of us make quick decisions. In an interview with Charlie Rose that aired on a 60 Minutes segment extra, Jeff Bezos reflected back to 1995 when he was raising seed capital to start Amazon. A lot of people did very well on that deal, but they also took a risk, so they deserve to do very well on that deal. But I had to make 60 meetings to raise $1 million, and I raised it from 22 people at approximately $50,000 a person, and it was a nip and a tuck whether I was going to be able to raise that money. So the whole thing could have ended before the whole thing started. That was 1995, and the first question every investor asked me was, what is the internet? What is the internet? During an interview at the George W. Bush Presidential Center's Forum on Leadership in 2018, Bezos also talked about raising money to start Amazon. He said, and that was in 1995. But just 2 years later, a Stanford MBA with no business experience could raise $25 million with a single phone call if they had an internet business plan. If they had an internet business plan. There are many avenues to create a well-capitalized company. I'm going to give you 10 questions to ask before you start to raise money. If you are serious about doing so, don't just read them, answer them. Title: 10 questions to ask before raising money. 10 questions to ask before raising money. 1. Should you even raise money? Is your company at the point where you should even be considering raising money? Your idea could be strong enough that you could start boost that you bootstrap it with your own money and get it started today. 2. If you are not able to raise money, how would you make your business idea work? If you can answer this question, angels and VCs will be more interested in your business. By demonstrating that you don't need capital and gaining momentum before you try to raise money, you will become a more attractive investment. 3. How will the money you raise be used? When raising money, you need to put yourself into investors' shoes. Investors want to know how you will use the money. You need to show them how you will convert cash into growth. Whether the money will be used to make a key hire, ramp up production, or secure intellectual property, they need to see your plan for putting it to use. 4. What does an ideal investor in your business look like? It is somebody who is involved. You need to think about not only who a prospective investor is as a person, but also what type of relationship you want with him or her. Do you need someone to make key introductions that open up disruption channels? Or do you need someone who has a specific experience you like and can act as an advisor? 5. Do you want to keep total control of the business? Whenever you ask for money, it comes with a lot of expectations. People don't write checks without making demands. Prepare yourself to either retain full control of your business and possibly not be able to raise as much money, or seek some control in order to get a bigger cash infusion. Guys, my next question is, you know what is going to be our next move? Yeah, guys, you guessed it. The next move is going to finish the episode, because guys, this is the end of the episode. Yeah, we need the 5 questions. Tomorrow we are going to discover to answer the 5 that remain. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate that you choose to invest some time and I hope that you enjoy the greatest book club in the world. This episode of the greatest book club in the world, the book club. And guys, I know we're going to see you all tomorrow for the next episode, extreme tiny episode of the greatest book club in the world, the book club. Until then, have a great time. Take care of yourself, and bye. So guys, today is Wednesday, 12th on January 2022. The time now is 16:37. And I need to finish right now because I have to record another episode before 5:50, 5:20, because I need to go. יאללה, יום רביעי, 12 לראשון 2022, שעכשיו היא 4:37, היה צריך מהר, כי אני צריך להספיק לערבית ב-5:25. אז בואו, זה הפרק השני שמקליט היום, אחרי שהמבחן סטטיסטיקה, הכל מזמור בפרק הקודם, פרק 180, 180, פרק 280 כפרות, מה אני מבלבל? אז יאללה, לחנב את השיער, ויאללה, בהצלחה, ונעשה את הפרק הבא. ביי.